Hey y'all, I'm out here getting our crawfish for a crawfish boil. So come along with me, I'm going to show you everything. We are at the Kemah Fish Markets. If any of you all know the Kemah Fish Markets, comment down below. They have some of the freshest fish and they catch daily. So this is the best place to go get seafood around Houston if you're going to get a ton of seafood. We are here because we want to get some blue crabs and some really giant shrimp that they sell here. But here are the fish. Just take a look at all that fresh fish that they have in this market. It's quite a lot of fish that you can choose from. And the prices are very, very good. So here are the blue crabs. We're picking out quite a few. I think we're going to fill a whole bag or two. And these are going to be also part of our crawfish boil. So you can boil, you know, any of these boiling type things like crab, shrimp, we've done Alaskan crab, just any kind of thing like that you can boil in your crawfish boil and it will take up that amazing crawfish flavor. It is so yummy. So we are doing blue crabs. We're just looking for the perfect ones in there. Aren't they nice? I really like looking at the colors. I love the blue on them. So the bluer they are, the fresher they are, the more that they turn brown and start losing that color, they're not as fresh. And when they're upside down like that, and then especially if they're not moving around, they're probably dying. They should be upright. So you want to turn them around, keep them upright while they're there. So these are all real fresh. Even the ones that were upside down, I kind of messed with them a little bit to turn them right side up, and they were alive as well. This is a very good fish market. We always go to this specific one. They have the best prices and the freshest seafood. Now we've headed over to get our crawfish. This is from a crawfish place in Texas City. This is where we always get our crawfish. These are the purging tanks. This is where the crawfish is kept. These are big tanks full of mud because crawfish live in mud and water. So that is where they're at. And this is a little tackle shop that they have here at the crawfish store. There is a huge, I think the largest fishing pier in Texas City in the United States, possibly even in the world. So this is a fishing tackle store that they have right there, right before you get onto the pier to go fish. So look at all of that fishing gear that they have there at that store. So now we are going to head on over to get our crawfish. They hold the crawfish back here as well. We rented a big U-Haul because we're going to actually fill up quite a bit of this U-Haul with ice and crawfish. So here it is. So that's how we kind of do it. We kind of load it in a couple bags and then ice. A couple bags, ice, and just keep piling it in. There was quite a few teenage kids working at this place and they were able to help us load most of that stuff in. All right, in preparation, here we are back at the house. Now I'm doing some cleaning. This is our outhouse. I am very proud of it. Take a look at this outhouse. We pretty much built this. It was a plastic, outhouse, but we added in a few little touches like this lantern that lights up so that you can see at night. We put in some corn. Old-fashioned corn like they used to have to clean yourself. There's all kinds of air fresheners, toilet paper, everything you want in there. So here I am just kind of freshening it up because we're going to have quite a bit of guests and our party is going to be an outdoor party. So this is what we use for them. It's got a little urinal. We added like wood in there. And look, these are the outhouse rules. It says pick your own leaves, check for critters, leave it how you found it, and the list goes on and on. It's just so cute, isn't it? So that's our outhouse, and it looks like it's ready for the party. Everything has been cleaned up in there. I'm always scared to find like a snake or something weird, but I never do find anything like that. There's the outhouse rules again, if you want to look at that. The only thing I did find in there was a few daddy long legs. Now, but daddy long legs aren't actually poisonous unless you like eat their bodies or something like that. They're not going to actually hurt you. But of course, I sprayed for bugs and all of that stuff in there. We're going to have a lot of guests and, they're used to having real nice bathrooms and stuff. So I want to make sure it was nice for them. Now I'm cleaning coolers. There's quite a few coolers to clean. These are the coolers that we use to hold all the crawfish in once it's boiled, and all of, the corn, the potatoes, the sausage. We also have other things that we do with our crawfish boil. So we're going to use all of these coolers. So I've got to clean them, bleach them, and just get them ready to go. So I just want to show you a little bit more work with me type stuff on this channel. Just real life things. Daily life is life. There's nothing outside of that. You know, so many of us are in our mind thinking about what's going to happen outside or some other time, or, you know, in the future, in the past, and we're missing this moment. So this channel really is to reflect and focus on this present moment. Things like cooking, taking care of animals, taking care of children, taking care of the home, really being in the present moment in your experience of life. So here I am just cleaning these coolers, and it may be a while that I clean these coolers, you know, do take a while to clean. So I'll just kind of chit chat here with you while I clean them. These crawfish boils are real fun for us. It's a way for us to connect with our family and friends. They are a ton of work. It's just my husband and I that put them on. It is a lot of work, but every time that we do these crawfish boils, we get to experience the connection, not just with ourselves and others, but the connections that these people have with each other. We live in a quite small town, and sadly, a lot of people, even though it is a small town, don't get together as often. So this crawfish boil is a chance for family and friends to come together. We had families at this crawfish boil that were multimillionaires, and families that had just lost their home due to the flooding that we've had in our area. And everybody came together and was connected. We had people that hadn't seen each other for years that were like aunts, uncles, you know, actual family members. And so this is a great experience. It's just once a year, but for some people, this once a year is the only time that they get to connect with other people, like from their family and their church and things like that. You wouldn't think that, but that really is the experience that we've found. We do a lot of things like bringing out all of our toys. So we do a lot of different hobbies, my husband and I. So we have a lot of vehicles and different things that we get involved in. So we let all of our friends feel welcomed and just feel like they can use and play with any of our toys. We have people coming in and out of the house using our four-wheelers, our cars, anything that they want, they are just welcome to use. So here are our dogs just having some fun. I wanted to just add that in. I also want to show you our pears around the property. These are our pears. They are growing, and hopefully soon they may be ready. They still got a little bit more to grow. And this is our other pear tree that's only half alive. There are a few pears on it. Here we are back working in the yard. We're going to have to do different things like set out hay for the horses again. So that's the next thing that we're going to do. We've done different things like collect things from the garden and just set it out so that if anybody wants to take any vegetables, they can. We have a ton of vegetables and surplus of plums and all kinds of stuff. Here is our cow Penny. She is so excited to get hay. She absolutely loves hay. And so as soon as a new roll comes out, she's right there. And so is Belle. Both of them are always, you know, the first ones to get the roll. So here we've put the roll down, and they're going to just enjoy their evening, just kind of munching away on their hay, relaxing and just enjoying that sunset. Look at Penny just eating that hay. Now we're moving all our stuff to the backyard. This is a lot of the things that we're using for the crawfish boil. We got a purging tank. We got our pots, our coolers that I cleaned, trash cans, you know, the propane, and just different things that we're going to need for the crawfish boil. We put everything in this and just take it on back to the backyard. Here we are setting up. We've got our four-wheelers out for our friends if they want to use them, some camping chairs, just different little areas for people to hang out and just be in. This is where we'll actually be cooking the crawfish, is under this tent. And here's our little trailer that we brought with everything that we're going to just unload and put around here. I'll show you how everything kind of ends up looking. So this is our crawfish boiler. It is a double bag boiler, so it is really good. It boils quickly and easily, and then it dumps out through that lid through the back. It opens and closes. It's a very good heavy duty crawfish boiler. We also have a couple crawfish pots. We brought one out this year, and we're going to boil some of the things separately, like our corn, our potatoes, and our sausage. We like to boil it separately than the crawfish. Here I am just refilling some coolers, and so we're going to do our sodas in one cooler, our waters in others, and maybe some of the other fun drinks or whatever in another cooler. Here's all the drinks. We still got to put ice in there, but I wanted to put them in there already, and then we'll put the ice in later before the party. Lots of drinks, lots and lots of drinks. And so we're just kind of walking around, seeing what everything looks like, making sure everything's put out in the right places. Got a trash can there. Our outhouse is clean now. We got some more trash cans in the back that are labeled and stuff for people to know where to throw things away at. You can actually just throw the crawfish actually right into the pond. We have a pond right behind these trash cans as well. We also have the woods. The critters need to eat as well. So you can actually throw in your crawfish shells and a lot of those other items that are, biodegradable into your forest and feed those creatures. Here's a little game that I made for the kids. It's kind of like one of these. It's like maybe a kid cornhole board. I don't know what you call it. It's just a game. I put 3 holes and painted it yellow and put some little crawfish stuff on there. Finally, the tent people arrived and they are setting up our tent. It was so many mosquitoes out. If y'all don't know, we've had horrible storms out in Texas. Lots of rain, lots of wind, but all of that rain brought in tons of mosquitoes, and it was quite a lot to deal with out there. So these people sure did a ton of work doing this, setting up this tent for us, but we are so glad that we were able to hire someone, because that would have been a ton of work for us on top of everything else that we were already doing. At this point, I was pretty tired in the day, so I'm actually just sitting back in a camping chair watching this man put the tent up, and his wife is also helping him and things like that. I was like, I hope she doesn't think that I'm like admiring him or something, because I was sitting there just watching him, but truly it was just relaxing to sit down for once that day and just watch him do that. So here is the tent. I just went under it just to take a little bit of a video. It's all set up. The night is coming to an end, and I think we are pooped out. We're going to go ahead and head in. But this is what all we have set up. We've got the coolers out there like I showed you, and just things under that tent ready to go. Our tent is set up. We haven't set up the tables or chairs, but there they are. That was the next day, so good morning. This is the crawfish boil day. We have candles, we have crackers for the crabs and all of that. We got paper towels and our tablecloths and everything on there now. We got trays. The day looks like it's ready to go. It's nice and sunny and not rainy like it's been. We've got our butter, our condiment stuff, our paper plates, and all of that stuff. There's our drink coolers that we had done that previous day, remember? And so we got music playing in the back. We got a fire going, and it smells like that campfire smell. Our pond is back there if anybody wants to fish or do anything back there. We do still got our citronella candles going because there still is quite a bit of mosquitoes, although it did get up to 90 degrees, which is pretty hot. And mosquitoes don't like that kind of heat, so that really did help keep them away. And here's Sarah. She is such a water dog. She goes in and out of the water throughout the day. Here are our picnic tables. We have a few picnic tables around the property. We put some citronella candle and paper towels, and people did enjoy sitting around in different spots, which was nice. Not everybody was underneath the tent, which is pretty cool. I like it when people kind of explore and just make it their own. And so we got a cornhole board and different things. We're setting up games. Here's the crawfish. So we got the crawfish in the pot, you can see. And in this pot, we got our corn. There's the actual crawfish. Now this is the process. You put the crawfish, these are live crawfish, into a tank like this. And what you're going to do is sprinkle salt on them, all of them. And this helps them to purge. Okay, and they purge out all of the mud, because you see, if you don't do that, you cook them and you're going to basically eat a bunch of mud. So you need all of the mud to come out of their bodies. So you put salt on them, and then you put water on them, and that they purge out the mud. And so you let them sit for a while, and you can see the water becomes very muddy. they've purged out that mud. And then, so your tanks do have to have a drain, so you can drain out all this muddy water, rinse them, and do this a couple more times. You want really... Here we are putting our crabs into the pot. These are our blue crabs, and here's a little crawfish for you to take a look at. He was kind of wandering around. He's one that escaped. Here is our cooked crawfish. When they're cooked, they're bright red like this. These are pictures. This is how our crawfish turned out. That's our trays that we had, our crabs that were cooked. It was so yummy, y'all. People had so much fun, and the food was so good. There's that steamy crawfish. Y'all, it was so good. This is our refrigerator at the end of the day. We got crawfish everywhere. And our vegetable trays, y'all, is just all crawfish. And we had to give away so much crawfish because we just had so much left over. But it was a great time, y'all. It was. All right, party's over, y'all. And it was amazing. Crawfish Boil 2024 down. Well, now I'm taking all the trash out. This is the crawfish trash. And all of the critters love to eat this stuff. So I'm taking this out to my pond. Now, if you got pigs... Pigs love crawfish shells, and it's very good for them. So give that to them. But what I'm going to do is put this into my pond. The fish, the turtles, you know, even maybe other critters will eat on this, and it'll be good. So if you live on a homestead or you have any pets or animals like this that eat scraps, chickens and stuff, utilize that. Don't let anything go to waste. Thank y'all so much for watching and being part of this crawfish boil. I've already thrown some crawfish in there. You can see it. I'm throwing some more. Thanks for watching, y'all.